Hi there everyone, it's RoundSquare here, and today I'm very excited to present to you the Tom Sabine Boulangerie Patisserie, or as we uncultured English speakers may know it, the bakery from Miraculous Ladybug. So Miraculous Ladybug, or its full title, Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir, is an animated cartoon focusing on the adventures of the superheroes Ladybug and Cat Noir, as they take down a variety of bad guys while also juggling their secret identities as high school students Marinette Dupanchang and Adrian Agreste. Marinette is a clumsy, aspiring fashion designer who is clearly talented, drawing the attention from many notable people including celebrities. She has a strong sense of justice, which is often overlooked due to her awkward slapstick nature. Adrian, on the other hand, is the son of famous fashion designer Gabriel Agreste, and is a local celebrity. The poster child of his father's company, Adrian has his face plastered all over Paris, modelling clothes and appearing in a variety of different adverts. He's led an incredibly sheltered life, only recently being allowed to attend public school, and is a kind and gentle person, never seeing himself as better than anyone else, regardless of his incredibly privileged home life. Together, they take on foes sent by the villain of the show, Hawkmoth, who uses his powers to feed off of citizens' negative emotions and akumatize them, turning them into supervillains with the promise of giving them powers to tackle the cause of their despair. All they have to do in return is to defeat Ladybug and Cat Noir and steal their Miraculouses, the items that grant them their superpowers. Once the villains are defeated, Ladybug uses her Miraculous to draw out the Akuma from the victim and set it free, and in the process also undo any of the damage that has been caused on the villain's rampage. There's an interesting love dynamic constantly at play throughout the show, due to the fact that not even the two superheroes know each other's secret identities. Ladybug, aka Marinette, is madly in love with Adrian, aka Cat Noir, and Adrian, aka Cat Noir, is madly in love with Ladybug, aka Marinette. So he has no knowledge that his close friend at school is actually the person he loves, and she has no idea that her obnoxious partner in crime is actually the person that she loves. It creates all sorts of interesting scenarios that only the audience is aware of, making it one of the major underlying themes for the show, and has been the subject of many plot points that have come about because of it. One of my favourite aspects of the show is that it takes place in Paris, which is a unique location for this genre, as well as being one of my favourite places. So the overall atmosphere of the show is incredibly unique and makes it stand out from the crowd. And that takes us here. The bakery is home of arguably the main character of the show, Marinette, where she lives with her parents for whom the bakery is named after and subsequently run by. The reputation is very well known, often being cited as the best bakers in Paris, which, given just how many bakeries actually exist in Paris, is pretty impressive. It's also inspired by a real bakery in Paris that exists today. According to many of the exterior shots, the bakery is located on the edge of the Place du Vosges Park, which is Paris's oldest public park. Interestingly, the bakery is cited as being located in the 21st arrondissement or district of Paris. However, the park itself is on the borderline of the 3rd and 4th arrondissement. As well as this, real-world Paris only contains 20 districts in total, giving the bakery an entirely fictional address. Speaking of addresses, the bakery is listed as being located at 12 Rue Gottlieb, which is a reference to the famous French comic artist Marcel Gottlieb. So, the construction. For starters, I absolutely love Parisian architecture. The colours and the shapes, the mismatch of different mansard roofs divided between sets of chimneys. I've always wanted to try a French-inspired build, so this was the perfect excuse. The building which houses the bakery is split into several distinct sections. The bakery itself occupies the ground floor of the building, with the shop facing the street and the workshop behind. The next floor up contains the master bedroom and bathroom. Above this is the principal living space, with the kitchen, living room and utility room. This room also contains a staircase leading up to the attic, which is, in the show, Marinette's bedroom. Lastly, a ladder stair from here leads up to the roof terrace, providing the only outdoor space for the property. All of these separate areas, save for the attic and the rooftop, are linked together via a stairwell that's located at the rear of the property. The unique shape of the roof created some difficult challenges, particularly when it came to building Marinette's bedroom in the loft. A lot of liberties had to be taken with regard to space constraints and window placement due to the limitations of The Sims. So this is the room that probably translates the least effectively, which is a shame because it's easily the most seen part of the building during the show. As well as this, to date, there have never been any scenes that show the first floor, and yes, I'm going to call it the first floor, where Tom and Sabine's bedroom, as well as the master bathroom, are located. Because of this, I really had to consider what would be the most effective and hopefully the most realistic use of space that would suit their needs, as well as matching the overall style of other parts of the home that we do see in the show. This build is also my first attempt at trying to use debug items, so contains a large amount of trial and error. I've spent hours meticulously placing different items like cakes and desserts, utensils, bowls, etc., only to have them somehow disappear when reloading the game. Some things couldn't even be moved or deleted after being inserted as placeholders, so I even had to hide one or two things by placing other items on top of them. And every time when loading the game, especially when moving a sim in to record the video footage, it was an unavoidable gamble to see which load deleted the least amount of assets and pick that one to try and recover and continue building from. Lastly, I'd also like to thank my good friend Chris for pushing me to continue this project and try to make the most out of a difficult situation. He is, in his words, the hawk moth to my ladybug, which I suppose makes us enemies. So, this is a love letter to one of my favourite cartoons, a series that fills me with warmth and energy that has me craving to return to Paris one day. It has an atmosphere that's just filled with colour, light and vibrancy, and I really hope I've been able to convey even just a portion of that through this build. So, thank you so much for watching. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this experiment, and please be the reason that somebody smiles today. Have a great day, everyone.